Boys, welcome to episode 20 of that VLS podcast with me, Steven. We've got Darren. We've got Josh.
Hi.
And we've got Lee.
Oh.
This is our recording as well as, boys, the first time us being live. Coming at you live.
Yeah. Prepared to be demonetized.
We'll see how it goes. Anyone, as we said, if anyone does want to get involved and ask us some questions throughout, be sure to send some comments on the page. Ideally linked to whatever we're talking about.
Why have you just got weird already? What?
Boris Johnson.
Not Boris.
How are we and how has our weeks been?
It's actually been a very fun week, I think. Both with football and the MMA over the weekend, but yeah, it's been good.
I know you were buzzed with that.
No, mate, it was.
I mean, I turned 30.
Oh,
That's
That's
correct.
what it is.
oh shit.
30 and flirty.
How do you feel about that, actually?
Old.
The exact same. Couldn't care
Is
less.
it the exact same, though? Or do you think, fuck, I'm actually 30 now?
I couldn't care less. I aged about 10 years when Harper was born, so
That's fair.
like, it's all good.
I think it'll be different for like me or Lee.
I honestly feel like I've aged a good year and a half since I turned 18.
Yeah, I'll say roughly the same. I feel about 22.
I'm about
23.
80.
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
I think I feel 30. Steve is about 54.
And the rest.
I could
You
agree.
are old as. Steve is old as.
Yeah, I'd agree with Darren. I feel like 21 and a half.
21 and
I think
a half.
I'd say Jay's about 65.
Jay is old.
All
No,
right,
I'd
PJ.
say Jay's mid-50s as well, because he's got that football hooligan mentality.
Yeah.
We're two
Jay's just
55-year-olds
like-
have.
Racist.
Yeah.
Jay become 45 and just got stuck in the 80s. So,
Yeah.
like, he was just a
I don't
hooligan.
I mean,
I don't know
nicest
how
guy
old
until
Jay
he's
is.
nicest guy until he's had a beer down him, then he turns into
Ain't he like
fucking
34
Green
or
Street
something? I
League.
swear he's much older than us. I don't-
Jay's
I don't-
34.
I don't know how old he
No,
is.
you dickhead.
If Jay turned around to me and said he was 41, I'd go, "Alright, happy birthday,
Yeah,
mate."
makes sense.
I want that an eyelid.
Yeah,
I don't know how old he is.
Oh,
I can see that. He's a year older than us, mate.
Is he?
Behave.
Is he 31 this year?
He's had a hard life.
Yeah.
One of them situations where it's like 31 this year or 32 this year.
There'll be one of them,
we
yeah.
all turn like 30 and then he's like creeps into 32. Don't know.
Well, Gareth,
Jay, let us know. Don't know, mate.
I heard Jay was in the same class as Moses.
Well
move
played,
on,
mate.
Steve. Move on, Steve.
Wow.
If you
Move
are
on.
joining, just tune out now. It doesn't get
Jay.
better than that.
Can't
It
even
don't
edit.
go-
Can't
Don't
even
go
edit.
uphill from here.
Oh, really can't.
Oh, start low, boys. You got to start low.
Boys, let us move on and let's have a little chat and talk about latest news, transfer bits, anything
about
that,
latest.
anything that has caught our eye, ladies and gentlemen. Any
Victor
transfer news,
Moses?
boys? Victor Moses.
What, the goat?
I was in Jay's class.
I don't know in terms of any. I don't know if in terms of any like talking points per se or anything that's come out.
There we go.
All right, see that.
One thing I did hear, which is controversial, was John Stones for Ballon d'Or. That
Oh my god.
Is that controversial though?
Oh, fuck off.
Josh is like, obviously,
Is
because Diaz is going to lock him down.
Controversial.
Dude.
Mate, Stones over Diaz.
I mean, if you want a brace and a clean sheet, then it's just simple, really, isn't it? You pick John Stones.
What's that?
I mean, I'm very happy with Ruben Diaz, mate.
Is John Stones outscoring him, though? And he's only
Yes,
played
he
like
is.
6 games.
I don't think he will be.
He definitely is outscoring him, and he's played more than 6 games.
We'll check.
Played quite
I've
a
had
bit.
him.
I don't think so.
No, we can have a look.
I mean,
Pretty
Stones has literally just added 3 clean sheets
Yeah.
in one game.
I mean, he's just got
Yeah,
21
but
points.
Diaz got 11 points in that game.
Yeah, but Diaz, when Stones wasn't playing, they kept like 1 clean sheet.
Yeah, they weren't that great. But
Then the goat
I
came in.
don't think
Did
he'll be
the thing.
outscoring him.
Be interesting to see.
I'm waiting for
close.
Steven to. I'm waiting for Steven to tell me I'm
I'm
wrong.
waiting for the host to have the facts
Yeah.
fed into his ears
I mean,
by
what, you was not able to. No?
by our technical team.
I mean,
that are
Stephen, you're
currently
doing
looking at.
nothing at the moment. You know what I mean?
He hasn't started well. Like,
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Started-
What do you mean?
You
You
started
asked
very
me shit that you
blue,
guys can
Stephen.
clearly look up.
No, because
okay, we'll leave the screen to look.
Yeah. Well, I've had to leave the screen.
yeah, but your
No.
face is still.
No,
fucking
you
idiot.
haven't.
It's a
Jesus Christ.
They
you're
are
such an
5
idiot.
points difference.
Yeah, Diaz 70, Stones 65.
Indeed.
There you go.
I mean, that tells me I'd rather have Stones.
Then you'd be 5 points worse off, mate.
Well, from now, Stones didn't play 8 games.
Stone's goated.
Stones for Ballon d'Or.
Lock.
Let's have a look in terms of
Anyway.
transfer news. So, bits that we've seen that I suppose are quite interesting. Whether it's a good move from a night, you've got Tomori.
I think that's a great
set
move.
to join Milan.
Yeah, I think that's a
Milan.
great buy. He's on loan with an option to buy, isn't he?
Probably up to 30 million option.
Yeah, on loan. Yeah, with
Option to
yeah.
buy is like 25 million, I read. But
Yeah,
it probably
30
add-ons
million
and shit.
euros.
right.
He has great potential to be a good defender, though, to be fair. So I
Mate,
think
yeah,
that is-
he's.
and he's
think
not
sick.
playing for Chelsea at the moment, so why not?
I don't get why Chelsea would put an option to buy though. Like, because then if he has a great season, then they're like, oh shit.
Well, maybe they think they've already got solid like defenders that they can just make a little bit of something out of.
I mean, Thiago Silva's not exactly in his youth.
No, but he's still good. He's still got a few years left in him.
Gives him a
Yeah.
chance to get some good game time, doesn't it? Rather than just sitting on the bench.
I was just thinking, like, yeah, but like send him out on loan, and then if he,
I guess yeah, the option to buy aspect is a bit like
the option to buy aspect is the bit I'm a bit like, we doing
yeah.
because
Well,
he's
maybe that was
English.
just
Maybe that's something they wanted.
Yeah.
You know, see how it goes. I don't know.
I like him though.
Yeah, I like him as well.
Avenues coming in, so Dele Alli looks like that's sort of progressing, hoping to get a move to PSG. I think that's a low move as well.
Yeah, I think that's a great move.
I
for him.
hope he goes. Like,
Yeah.
Just
for
for-
his sake, I hope.
just
he
for his
does.
future. Like,
Will they
I
play
don't
him
actually
much?
think he's played that bad.
I'll be honest, I don't know PSG's main midfield, but does he get a lot
Well,
of
they've
game
got.
time?
Yeah, I think he would.
I
honestly
think he gets
would.
in the midfield.
I suppose didn't they
Like
have
they are,
Herrera go there?
yeah, but they're lacking
they
in
got
attacking
Herrera,
midfield.
Yeah,
Verratti.
they don't have like the most attacking player, I suppose.
We've got Verratti, Herrera. They.
I actually think he would be quality there as well.
Mid.
I actually
Then
think
he-
he'd be quality there.
Got Sarabia. But yeah, I think
He
he
needs
fits
to
in.
do something,
If he
doesn't
starts for PSG in that league, I think he'll crush.
He needs to
honestly,
do
I
something
do.
just to give him any hope in terms, like, has he got any hope of being able to break back into England, or do the likes of things like, you know, Madison obviously seems to just get played regardless or whatever. He's a good player anyway. Madison obviously, you know, is thereabouts. Then you've got the defensive side of things like Henderson and stuff. Like, does he have a chance, Sally, of breaking back in?
Well, the thing is, you thought last year at the beginning of the season, like he was probably the best out of all of them, like pretty clearly.
I thought he was going to hopefully fucking crush this
Yeah.
year. That's why I drafted him.
You said he'd have his best year ever.
Don't know what's happened.
I mean, he just doesn't fit in the way Mourinho likes to play, does he? It's like, unfortunate.
But he played well under them the year, like, what was it, the year before?
Yeah, but their
played-
philosophy has changed now.
Yeah,
He just
massively.
wants workhorses who will defend for the badge.
and pace whores like
Yeah.
for the counter.
Yeah, Son and Bergwijn.
Pace horse, Harry Kane.
Kane
Okay,
sits in and becomes that quarterback, man.
I swear Harry Kane just teleports like in his own box and then in the other opponent's box, like just
He just
whenever
sort
he
of
wants.
slugs along. He's like, yeah, mate. And then he gets there and the ball falls through his feet. And just like, yeah, mate. Scores. That
He's got
positioning.
fucking, I don't know.
Have you
Yeah.
seen who Man City are linked with today? It'd be
No.
hilarious if they got him. Lukaku.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it'd be so funny. Like,
I actually think he would fit. I think he would fit them.
I don't think so.
I don't think so because he hasn't got the best touch.
They're
And
so
they
maybe-
like, obviously they're intricate, but at the same time, I'm also thinking De Bruyne is the best crosser of the ball in the world, and you're going to stick Lukaku in the team.
Well, I was just
feel like-
thinking, like, Lukaku has scored so many from playing in front of De Bruyne for Belgium.
To be fair, it'll be hard to not get goals playing up front for City.
Say that
But
fucking Jesus, mate.
Yeah.
I don't
He
think
is-
he will get. Like, I don't
Tell
think he's their
Jesus
best
that.
option.
Literally, mate.
I mean,
You can see
Jesus,
the pain.
mate, Jesus
see the
last year
pain.
did amazing.
Yeah,
considering.
it's so
In Steven's
underperforming
face.
for me.
Oh, shut up, mate.
Of course he is.
You got to think about it. Like, Lukaku obviously got ridiculed at United for his touch, this and that, but he still got numbers.
Yeah, he weren't even bad at United. He didn't deserve. He just didn't fit Ollie's way you wanted to
Yeah.
play, which is fair enough.
Every team he's played for, mate, even if he hasn't fit, he's got numbers. Like, he's scored
Luke-
goals.
Lukaku let himself down at Man United though. Like he even admitted, like he put on too much
Oh,
weight
mate,
and
he
got
got
too
big.
big.
He got
He was
big.
big.
Maybe on that shore diet?
I mean, he was muscly as fuck before he went to United. Then he got to United, just got comfortable and just.
Yeah, but everyone at United at that period seemed to just get a bit thick, didn't they? Like, what?
Yeah,
Why?
don't know.
Well,
Like,
he's
yeah,
maybe
that,
got a
was,
new-
that was a thing, wasn't it? That was a thing.
They probably got a new chef or something at the club who was an imposter.
He was an imposter, but he was a damn good one. He was just chefing up some madness.
Absolute madness.
It was just
Adding
Henderson in the
grease
sky.
here, a bit of salt there.
Just
Fat.
Henderson.
It
Lard.
was Klopp, just like.
Yeah.
Talking
Little chef
talking
hat.
of salt, talking of salt and Henderson and Klopp's interview after the game yesterday. We'll get to it later. It was so funny. It was so salty.
I saw a bit of Henderson's, to be fair.
Yeah.
I saw Klopp say that.
We'll chat about it in a bit.
Right.
When we get to
It
those
wasn't to do
games.
with the game, I don't think.
But apparently Pep's going to be given 200 million in the summer. Like Jesus Christ, how do you keep up with
Oh.
these guys?
Do they need a striker
Messi
now, though?
incoming.
Do they need a striker now?
Couldn't get Messi though for that.
Well, you say that, but since
I
they
suppose
played
he
Messi
might
up
just
front,
leave, yeah,
they haven't
but-
lost.
I think Messi's just bluffing the whole time. Like
Isn't-
I got a time hop from 4 years ago saying Messi going to Man City. I'm like,
Can't Messi go on a
has
free
this
though?
really happened this whole time?
Yeah, he can. Yeah, but
Messi
last
can go on
time
a free.
I don't know if he
Messi
will,
signed the
though.
contract.
Well, I know he can
Can you
go on.
imagine the signing on fee you would get?
Yeah, but like,
Jeez.
surely, like, if he's looking at this, like, doing the thing for Barca and like wanting to go back there and stuff, like,
Yeah, but he's already said like fuck Barca. Like they
you say that, but then he wants to go
They-
back there in some sort of form.
Yeah, when the owners and that aren't there.
I mean, they're probably always going to be there.
Well, I mean, he
Well,
wants
maybe
it all
not
changed.
always, but you know, I don't know. Who knows? News come from Brighton.
Oh,
Did you see it?
No, if they got a
Lamptey new
striker
contract?
finally.
Lamptey new contract,
woo!
2025.
Arsenal
That's
Arsenal
that's
apparently looking
quality
at
for them,
Lamptey.
to be fair.
That's just going to
Oh,
put his
so-
price up.
Yeah,
That's
well,
what
they-
it's gonna
that's
do.
what
That's
they
all it
needed,
does,
isn't it?
yeah.
That's what they needed.
They're not
Securing,
I think Arsenal want him.
He would suit Arsenal.
securing the bag. Does that mean Bellerin goes to Barca finally?
I wanted to go forever, really,
Trash,
Bellerin.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, we haven't spoken about the biggest story. Ozil,
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Fenerbahce.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how Ozil's done it, but he's flipped the script on the story of him playing, like, completely. Fans now absolutely adore him, and I don't get why, because I swear, like, he was the problem, and now it's been flipped to the club of the problem.
It is weird.
Like, I
Like, it's
don't
gone from
know what's going on.
Yeah, them wanting to kick him out and like saying that he's lazy, not wanting him, blah blah blah, like you said. And then because Arsenal are playing bad, it's now like Ozil's the link to our issues. We need him back. Like he can help us get where we need to. And it's
Mate.
what?
Smith Rowe's
Like,
not a link.
look back a
I
couple
saw-
of years back, and you don't want him. Like
I saw a video of there's an old interview of him, Arteta, and like him and Arteta getting interviewed, but obviously like Arteta was playing for them at the time, and he was saying, "Oh, it's so good to have players like Ozil here." And, like anytime he's playing, like he's just so good. And now he's just
Wow.
like,
Ozil in his prime was an absolute mad.
"Oh mate, he was sick." Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I
Like-
did watch a highlights video the other day for him at Madrid. Just Cristiano Ronaldo and him. I was just like, oh my lord.
He was just the
Ozil-
ultimate sister.
Like Ozil in his prime, better than David Silva.
No,
no.
I don't know actually.
I think it's a quite a good comparison.
In terms of like creating goals, I would say he's better.
Yeah, like
I don't know, it's
like
hard
finding
to
that
say
ball
though,
for
is
me,
it?
like that killer ball or something like that. Like,
Yeah, that's always Ozil for me.
like Silva with his fucking
Yeah,
it's just
like everything
finesse,
else
the
is just
touch, the control was just fucking unreal.
But
Really
Silva had played in a City team that was good, but do you know what I mean, it weren't finding Ronaldo, who more than likely will bury the
Yeah, I mean,
opportunity.
you got Aguero. Like,
Yeah, but they
it doesn't
didn't. It
matter.
wasn't always Aguero though, was it? It was Dzeko,
Fucking
Balotelli,
Balotelli.
fucking
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Jovic.
Balotelli's gone down. Like, I know he's old and that now, but
Well, Balotelli was never a thing at City anyway. Really, like
it was more about the fucking. He's like a Pogba, really, like the showcasing, like with a t-shirt and all that lot, and all of
I
that
feel bad
stuff.
for him a little bit, to be honest.
Setting off fireworks in his house and shit.
Dressed up as Santa, driving around
Literally.
giving out money. What a laugh!
Other than that,
I've seen apparently like Sancho ain't going anywhere in January, but
Yeah, we said
that's
that
going to
last
be
one,
the
didn't we?
summer story again. Like
Yeah.
you just know
He's
it.
not. He is the kind of player though that if he wants to come in, I actually think clubs would prefer it at the start of the season.
Yeah,
That way,
Yeah.
if they sign him early, get a pre-season with him, and like the hype around him would bring in sponsorships and that, I reckon.
you know what it is at United though. They always
although
leave it
look
last
at
minute.
United and Bruno. Like he came in January. Look what happened
Yeah,
there.
but that was desperation. They're not in.
Yeah,
that
all right, it's
stage at the moment.
desperation, but I think him getting that pre-season. Well, you say pre-season. I say pre-season. It was just a half season.
It wouldn't matter.
Yeah,
He wouldn't
I know.
leave.
But I knew
I'm not saying he
this.
wouldn't leave. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying like it's made him really good. Like for
I know
United
that,
this season.
but I don't think Sancho would make anywhere near as big as impact as I thought Bruno would do.
Yeah,
I can't think of
agree.
a signing who's made a bigger impact. Like
I don't think there's ever been a side that's made a bigger impact.
Even in like summer, kind of like even coming in the summer, like it's just insane.
I know
Maybe
Aubameyang was absolute fire when he
Yeah.
signed, but not the transformation like this has had.
No.
Alonso.
No, like Bruno's single-handedly put the team on his back.
Without
Well,
Bruno,
obviously-
they wouldn't be top six probably.
He's picked the team up. Like the team had the ability, but he's lifted them really.
We just always lacked that. Like before Bruno, we would just get to the edge of the box and we just wouldn't shoot. We wouldn't pierce the defence, and he's just brought that.
I love that he's not scared to shoot. I don't care if he shoots
Yeah.
7 times and only hits target once.
He
It's
does
just
have
more
that
fun.
frustration in games as well, though, doesn't he? Like,
Yeah, but imagine if he fixed that. Like that is sort of what you find KDB doesn't get.
Mm.
Like he doesn't seem to get the frustration and just start punting the ball at the goal.
is there a more composed player in the world right now than KDB?
I don't think so.
Like, he's just so he looks like he does everything so effortlessly.
I was
The
just in awe of him
the
like yesterday.
foot, the outside of the foot cross that Stones headed in, like, is mad. Do you know who I actually do really like at the moment? Dembele.
Oh mate, yeah, he's been quality
Oh,
so far. Oh,
Ndombele.
Ndombele.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. And Ndombele. Mate,
He's
he
been
did the same
fucking
thing.
Sick.
He played deeper for Jose because obviously they played the back five, didn't they? So
whatever it is, yeah.
he played deeper. Mate. He picked the ball up like just off the edge of his sort of box and he did an outside of the foot right, like just swazzed round the defence, and then Aurier ran onto it. I was like, right, KDB would be proud of that pass.
He has been playing really well for them.
Yeah.
I think I said this before, but he reminds me a little bit of Yaya Toure, but obviously not as good as that, but like the way he plays.
He's dribbling on the ball, and that he is so hard. It does look like he's so hard to get off the ball.
Yeah.
Because he's just nimble, he's quick, he looks strong. But yeah, I think he's a quality. It seems like he's becoming what they paid for.
Mm-hmm.
And he
I think it's
pops
hard
up
to fit
every
in.
now and then with a goal. So
It's hard to fit in that team as well, I think, because they rely so much on Kane and Son that they just have the rest of them just do, like, drop back and whatever. But
yeah, he doesn't seem like the type of player that would fit in the way they play either. Because he seems more flary. Like
he is, but he's also got that defensive ability as well, I think.
Yeah.
Just going to recap on. So this was the games that were played Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday last week. So these are like the 6 games that we had. We've got the Foursome results to check through as well. But I mean, you can see result-wise, these were all very, very.
Oh mate, it was a boring week.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't good.
It felt so long.
Spurs doing Spurs things against Fulham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's recap. Obviously, United getting there. This was the game that United missed the first game week of the season, but you know, getting out a win there. Not any real. Well, it seemed dominant in terms of holding the ball. Burnley didn't really create too much. They had a couple of chances, but getting a win that everyone would expect, I suppose. But you'd think United would have scored a few more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Burnley's hard to break down sometimes, though, when they're playing like
especially at home. I know it don't matter too much because of it, but they always have that, that sense of feeling.
Dyche is a good tactical manager, isn't he? So.
I mean, great win for Sheffield. You would hope they would build off of that, but haven't been able to do that either.
Nah, last minute penalty, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good win for them. They need it, but it's like they've won their first game, and then when you look at the table, it just looks like it's just not even put a dent in their gap.
It was a bit of a weird week, wasn't it? It weren't really a great.
Yeah, the rest of the game's been good.
Wolves Everton was alright game. Like I honestly thought Everton missing Calvert-Lewin would struggle, but they still played pretty well. Other players popping up with goals, which is what we said they needed to do last week.
I think it helps they're getting their players back now. Dina, James.
Starting to
Calvert-Lewin's only short term. Dina and James, because they're both like, I swear they're the only 2 in the team that can cross.
That's why Lewin's not scoring.
Yeah, pretty much.
He loves a header.
And then, like Josh said, Spurs doing Spur things, winning 1-0.
Literally, Spurs have got the same chance as beating a team like West Brom or Fulham as they do of beating
United or City. Yeah. It's mad.
The thing is, like when they've been going forward and they've been pressing teams at the start of games, they look really good. Son's been getting chances. I think
but they don't do it enough. They do it for a little bit and then they stop.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, imagine if they kept it up.
Yeah, but can they keep it up?
Do they have the players to keep it up?
Oh yeah, maybe. But
the start of the season, didn't they win like the opening game like 5-0 and things like that?
No, they beat United like 5-1 or whatever it was, 6-1.
6-2.
But they had 6 shots. They had like 7 shots or something like that.
Yeah, fucking mad.
And that's just how they are all season. The other teams always had the better of the game or more possession or whatever, but they just put their chances away.
Yeah. King Kane, though, isn't it? Great diving header.
Your players like Son and Kane that just take their chances, world-class players. Like, what else you need?
Scary to think what they'd be like if Kane or Son left.
I know they would be done. Like, how can they? They couldn't survive
Yeah.
the way they play.
Did you see the rumor about that video of Jose Mourinho saying to some player that they couldn't see in the camera shot? If you don't like it, piss off back to Madrid and don't play there then.
Ooh, who was that?
And
Guess not regular.
Yeah, well, it's not going to be Reguilon because he plays every game, is it? It's going to be Bale.
Oh,
So yeah, it was a bit like maybe Bale was moaning he's not being played, and Mourinho said, "Well, piss off back to Madrid then and don't play there."
it is a bit of a piss take that he isn't playing.
But he doesn't have the legs to do the defensive work that Mourinho expects of his wingers.
Doesn't he though?
I think he'd probably just get injured.
I think he would break down.
It sucks. It
They've
really
got to
does. 'Cause
I hoped for more. Like,
Oh yeah, I was expecting Bale of old, but I guess maybe it just shows why he's not playing at Madrid.
Me and Alex said the whole time it was not going to happen.
there's been glimmers that have been like
kind of
promising,
like
but-
been more hopeful about it though, because like when he does play, like you can sometimes see, like Steve said, like there's glimmers
like
of
the first game that he actually come on, like where he should have banged, and he looked slow, but then when he actually got the ball by the box, he had such quick feet, and then he just missed the shot. Like,
It
things
does
like
make
that I
you
saw,
wonder,
I was
like,
just
what-
but-
Would he have bounced and gone off if he had scored that?
Nah, I don't think so.
Imagine
No,
if
he would have pulled a hammy.
But if he scores that,
He's
the
played in
hype
cups
behind him
and
back
he's-
at Spurs, scores straight away, it would have been fucking.
It'd have been sick, and I think they would have then maybe played him like in another game. But like, it's just he does a cup, and it just doesn't seem like he can even then get like fit
Well, like,
enough to want to play in the next game.
Alex was saying to me like he played in the cup game, and he was talking to the defenders like as he was playing, and apparently he was saying like, "Oh, I'm starving," and like shit like that. And, yeah. And, do you know what I mean? It's just not professional, is it?
oh, he's
That
fucking
is so
jokes.
random.
He's so
Doesn't
fucking
give a
jokes.
fuck. And like apparently one of the blokes was like, "Oh, don't worry, lad. There's a meal deal waiting for you in the changing room." And he was like,
That's
"Oh,
fucking
good.
weird.
I'm starving."
It's too used to
I,
having
I
that.
want him to play.
He got injured again, didn't he? For a little bit. He's back.
Did he?
I think he's back on the bench now, but
Yeah.
missed the last couple of last week or so with another knock.
Injury.
But you know,
They need to play him. I want him to play. Just
yeah.
Man City.
You just want to see something out of it, didn't you?
It's
Yeah.
a waste of talent.
Man City obviously getting a win there against Brighton, and then
But like, this
Pep
is such a Pep thing to do, though, isn't it? Like, this pisses me off about Pep. So you got Phil Foden, yeah. He's literally noshed him off. Like, he's just like, he's the best. He's better than Messi. Then Phil Foden scores. Is it 3 in a row? And then he scores in that game to secure them the points when they didn't play very well. So what does he do the next game? He benches him. He's a fucking donkey, mate. Giza pisses me off as a manager.
it is annoying because they have so many
Depends
good
who you play,
players for
that's the thing,
rotation,
yeah.
but
Yeah, but like Silva's playing
Yeah.
shit.
yeah.
He's not even playing good. Why are you picking him
The thing
every
is,
game
Silva's
over a
been
player
playing.
in
he's not
form?
playing like.
He's playing out of position as well. That's the problem.
Played left wing
Yeah.
in that
Why
game.
is he playing on the wing? He's not a winger. I don't care what anyone says. He should be playing in the middle of the park.
Yeah, but why are you wedging him in? It's like Man United when they try and wedge Pogba in because
Yeah.
he's playing alright. If you don't fit in the lineup you're going to put out,
What would
he
you
sits
say
on
the lineup
bench,
should be
mate.
then?
It should have been Foden, KDB if they playing him up front, Mahrez, and then it should have been a midfield of...
What's you drop Sterling?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he wasn't exactly in form, was he?
I agree with that, to be honest.
Or if you really want, you play Foden, Sterling, Mahrez, and then play a midfield of Gundo,
What's a Foden up front?
No.
Foden
like
left
Sterling.
wing, Sterling up front, Mahrez,
Sterling
then
shit up
You've
front.
seen how they've been with like that sort of player. Up front.
Yeah, but KDB.
Yeah, but this is...
KDB hasn't even been great up front.
Nah, he needs to be in midfield.
Like missed so
You
many
say
chances.
KDB hasn't been that great up front, but since they put him up front, they've been dicking games.
KDB got so much praise when he played up front. He missed
Yeah,
that one big
praise
chance,
from
but he
centre
created
mid.
so much.
He creates a lot, but he like.
Yeah, but he plays as a false nine. He does the Firmino thing. He's not actually a striker.
Yeah,
just-
but
He creates the space for the wingers. Like since he's
I
been
still
up
think
front,
he's- I still think
since he's been
better.
up front, how many goals have come from the wingers?
I don't know, mate.
I mean, he was when he up front in this game.
No, yeah, he was
Against
apparently.
I know this
Yeah, that's
doesn't say
definitely
it,
Oh, I
but,
don't remember.
Yeah, but Bernardo was
but they
left
win
wing.
1-0,
So.
so it's not really dicking, is it?
No, they didn't play well that game.
No, but I mean like possession and stuff.
Do they do that any game?
Well, 3-1 against Chelsea. KDB played up front in that one. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, who got the goals? Foden.
De Bruyne performed well up front. I
He
thought.
He always plays well against Chelsea.
Yeah, we haven't said he hasn't. I think when it comes to like him scoring the goals though, in terms of like some of the misses and stuff, like
No, he's not going to be a 20 goal
Yeah.
season striker, but he's pretty better than Jesus.
no, you're not wrong there. It's like a shit house.
Better than anything else they got going forward, isn't he?
It's a bit weird one with Rivera. I know he's been obviously isolated because of like that's the most recent thing, but even before then, it's been a bit weird. Like so
He just
long
hasn't
in
been
terms of his
fit.
recovery
He
time.
hasn't been fit all
by the way,
season.
So that covers off in terms of that week there. We've got our filthy foursome to look at, and then obviously the draft table we can have a quick check. So these are
I
the
completely
results
forgot.
from the foursome of that particular week.
Fuck it.
Oh,
Yay!
Everyone was
Oh my god, man.
You lot of shit.
So the main key results that Alex and Josh got, I think they both had Everton winning 2-1, and then they had the draw of the second game. We're
Oh,
not
yeah.
going to remind you what it is. I don't know. Can't even
Don't
remember.
care.
Yeah,
don't care
we're
either.
great.
Smug and smugger up front. It's-
And then
At least
everyone.
Alex
This is the week that everyone had Arsenal 2-1.
What was the
was
score?
the score?
0-0. Arsenal Palace.
Wow.
Shocking.
Yeah, everyone had the United win against Burnley, so everyone got 1 point for that. But no one got the correct result of 1-0. Obviously,
Shocking.
everyone had like the the Villa Spurs game was cancelled, postponed, so that obviously didn't count. So it went down to 3 games, and then Josh and Alex are the only ones that had 2-1.
Yeah.
So yeah, in terms of the table, the only position that's changed from last time is Josh leaping over Lee. But we've got Alex sitting now at 40, Josh 37, Lee 35, Kyle 31, me 30, Jay 28, Compa 26, and then Darren 24.
You should have always been a basketball player, Josh. Able to leap over me. Impressive.
Leaping over you is some feat. When he said that, I was thinking that's impressive.
Mate, I leap over you every fucking week, but you just leap back over me.
Yeah, man. Just one small step. One giant leap for Dizzle, one small step for Leroy, bro. Man is back.
But yeah, that's our foursome table at the moment. Obviously, we've got current game week going through at the moment, and to be fair, I think those games that we've predicted have actually gone through, but we'll do those for next week anyway, so it'll give us time to review then. In terms of
I'd
draft,
like to know what they are, though, to be fair.
Huh?
I forgot. I'd like to know what they are, though, to be fair. I forgot.
I don't know the results, but I know what the
Oh, don't worry then.
fixtures were.
Fuck it.
No, I don't care enough.
Good. You do care, Josh. You messaged
Confused.
me being like, I've smashed this one.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you did. But... Anyway.
Considering before Christmas, right, in December, I was 50 points behind Alex. Month later, I'm 50 points ahead.
Alex is fucked.
He's having a bit of a shit show, really, isn't he?
He keeps making too many mistakes.
Is this updated? Have I only got
No,
34
so this
points?
is the like after week 18,
Oh,
which was
yeah.
the week of like the 6 games, where Jay with his
Jason.
great week of 11. He gambled, didn't he? He
can't-
got fucking Dowie and Mendy, and they just didn't play.
Can't we get him on the pod?
He actually messaged. I don't know if you saw it on Twitter. He tweeted afterwards when I said we were going to be talking about draft, etc. And he was like, "Oh, mate, I've heard feedback from your viewers. They don't like talking about draft, so it might be worth skipping it this week."
Nah, mate, can't skip them 11 points.
Look how close it's getting, though.
I'm only 22 behind him now.
Jay,
that's what I mean.
I'm
Jay,
very
You
happy
must
with
be
that.
beating him, surely, after this week.
No, that's the table.
So Jay dropping into our 25 and under, so he owes to the pot. Everyone else pretty rad. Well, yeah, pretty even weeks.
Pretty good
Josh.
considering.
How did I get 45?
I mean, your defense just sort of carrying it.
Oh,
mate.
yeah.
That, man.
No one
That's
else
just-
doing anything, just them. Really. Well, probably. But
What do I get?
34, mate.
My defence, mate. Stones.
Kane,
I didn't even have a full 11, mate. I mean, that.
Neither did I.
I didn't have 11 either.
Yeah, I don't think anyone. No one had 11.
Right.
I mean, Stephen should have had 11, but mistakes.
Nope.
Philip.
No mistakes, mate.
Foden, bro.
Foden.
Let's move on to this week.
Yeah, I mean, this is the draft table currently for this week. Obviously, we've only had a select amount of games played. We've got
Josh sitting on 59. Let's move on to this.
I mean, Lee's on 68 and
Yeah, fair
Stephen's
enough.
doing better than me.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, I've got 58.
Yeah, Stephen's got...
Still Orbs tonight, and then, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with Troy, although I picked him up, and I hoped because of how long the delay would be before they first play.
Well, how's he doing better this week then?
Because I've got one more still to play.
Yeah, but we've still
All mine
got
have played.
our whole team to play still.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but his whole team plays as well.
Yeah, but they don't because Orbs doesn't play again.
Yeah, Josh doesn't
Troy
have. I don't think
doesn't
Josh
play
has
again.
a full, because he had Bamford.
Oh,
And Traore's got 2 games.
yeah.
Anyway,
does
it doesn't matter. Me and Stephen are very close then.
It is close. Like, I think Josh has got one more 11, like a double game week than I. But obviously, one of those was Matip, so Matip might then also play the second game. Like,
Yeah,
obviously,
Matip's
Fucking
perfect there.
Lee's weeks pissed me off, mate. He shouldn't have had as good of a week as that.
Look
Mate.
at this.
Cavani and Werner pissed me off a little bit, low key.
I told you, mate, they might not start. Oh, why wouldn't he start?
Surprised
what
he
he
didn't play
does.
Watkins.
Mate,
I
we said this to
thought-
you, Steve.
No, because I thought,
I said he
Josh,
probably
that
wouldn't start.
where their game week got cancelled, they only had one game week until the
They added the
Saturday or
Newcastle
whenever
one,
it
didn't they? Yeah.
changed. They added the Newcastle one, and I slept until fucking 1 p.m. So when I woke up, I was like, "Oh, dickhead," and I didn't do my bench.
We don't even know who's out though. Like, there's like 9 players or something that have been affected.
Yeah.
And he's
Good
kind of like,
try.
some are coming back, some aren't. Like,
Hopefully,
some
it's
will be
fucking
available.
Watkins and El Ghazi, mate.
Fuck
It's alright.
knows.
Stones, Allison, and Shaw have fucking bailed him out this week anyway. What the
And
fuck?
Chilwell. And
Literally,
Kane.
the perfect result happened for you in the Liverpool United game. Not only was it 0-0, which is the perfect result, Allison 3 bonus, Shaw 2 bonus.
Yeah, it was
That
madness.
that fucking save from
You
Alisson
couldn't
at
have
the
a
end.
better week. Like, you literally couldn't have a better week.
I could have if Bernardo
How?
didn't get subbed off in the 59th minute and
No,
lose his
I
clean
mean-
sheet bonus.
Well, I mean, okay, you couldn't have had
Cancelo
a
then
more
starting.
perfect game.
Cancelo starting would have
I
been
mean,
Perfect
it's
game,
solid.
yeah.
perfect game.
Yeah. Maybe.
Oh yeah, that was pure luck.
I mean,
said
Cavani
that
starting
to
and
you.
getting him 2 points, you know? You don't know. That's the only
Werner,
That's the
Werner not
only one.
missing.
That's literally the
Werner,
only thing.
That is
Werner
the
not
only
missing
thing.
his fucking 1-on-1. Werner didn't start either, mate.
Well played, Lee.
But yeah,
But
obviously there's
That
still
was-
plenty
that
of
was
games to
luck.
go.
And it's Stones scoring 2 goals.
I love how this,
that's-
by the way, as well.
that's due. That's due. Aurier goal due.
I love how, obviously, Darren was like, I'm hoping, like, well, I'm going to get 80 points. And all of us were like, oh, that's a bit extreme. But now look at us, like, 68, 58.
I want
59.
100.
Yeah, I'll be very disappointed if I didn't get that level.
I honestly think if Werner and Cavani had started, I'd be.
I'm really
I'd be on
expecting,
80 now.
I want another clean sheet.
No, you'd have 2 more points. Stephen's greedy.
West Ham, West Brom,
You'd
mate.
have 2 more points. Mate, Cavani would have fucking terrorised
Well,
him.
West Brom did just bang 3 against Wolves. So I'm a little bit like, nervous.
Oh, here we go. Juju.
Yeah, they probably won't keep a clean sheet.
I'm glad Mahrez and Foden will start next game.
Probably.
Darren, how
mean,
do you feel about me having how do you feel about me having Gundogan now, Darren?
I'm still happy you've got him.
I told you he's sick.
I mean, nothing. He's good for years, mate. But
You literally found me having him funny.
Imagine
Yeah,
if
it
I'd
is
got
funny.
him as well. Oh, sad times.
it still was funny. Like you shouldn't have him, but like fair enough. He's done well for you recently. But
I just
Yeah.
wasn't going to waiver for him, and then I wanted him on a free. But you wavered. Just come back.
Bottom waiver, OP.
Games to
yeah,
go.
Josh suits you,
Could
mate.
look very different. Josh very much catching Jay a little bit here. Hopefully I can close that as well. And these boys
Really hope I
pushing
outscore
away
him.
from Alex. Poor little Alex.
If I don't end up outscoring him, I'm going to be so upset.
Yeah.
Mate, Alex just taking L's on a weekly basis.
Yeah, it's not looking good, is it?
How is he so bad at draft? What is his team?
I don't know.
But
He's still got
this
He's
is
still got
obviously
Laporte.
looking at draft for this aspect.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's
Let's,
still got Laporte.
let's
That's
have a
just
look
not-
at the actual fixtures that have currently been played, and we'll talk a little bit about them anyway, as well as talking. Obviously, we've discussed the draft side of it, but I mean, first off, fucking great win for West Brom.
That was a great
Banger of the
game.
game.
It was a great game.
Yeah, that was fucking
It
mad.
was sort of,
They went-
sort of result that he needs.
Went 2-1 down as well, didn't they?
Don't know.
Shows great character. Great character.
I don't think they went 2-0 down. No,
Mate,
no, they went 1-0
Leeds
up,
have-
didn't they? You can see, yeah, Pereira
Yeah,
had a minute.
and then
And then they went
2-1
2-1.
down.
Oh, I thought you said 2-0, sorry.
Yeah,
Fucking
Leeds are off the boil a little bit.
Fucking stupid idiot.
Fuck yourself.
Leeds boiled over, mate. Like, I bet people are still like, oh, they play amazing football. Yeah, but they've lost 5 in a row. Oh, you fucking idiot.
They've been terrible. They've
Yeah.
been really bad.
They haven't scored in a while, have they?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think they've scored in 3 games.
Brighton really needed that win as well.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
big win for them.
They need a
After,
striker.
after they lost to Crawley as well, like you kind of had it in your mind that Brighton could beat them.
It
Yeah.
was either that, wasn't it, or it was going to be like a Leeds bounce back and win like 5-0 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but Brighton's
didn't
one of
see
those teams. They play well in a game, but they just can't get the results.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good result.
And even in that game, they were playing well, but they just couldn't score. Like
Brighton need Lukaku.
they need a good
West
striker.
Ham, the pretty much perfect game for me.
Yeah, that was sick.
Expected clean sheet.
Tottenham doing Tottenham
Antonio.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, look, click on that game.
Oh, a
see
little
the
bit
stats
annoyed
in
they
that.
conceded, but
See the
I
stats
mean-
in that game.
Tottenham again though. They just sat back again and let Sheffield come onto them.
Literally, man. When has
And Don
Sheffield
Belle's
had
goal.
literally 15 shots? That's probably the amount Sheffield have had all season
I
together.
wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised.
Did you watch the game though?
I saw highlights.
So
I
many
saw
of them
most
were
of
from
it.
outside the box. They couldn't break them down. They
Yeah,
just
well,
kept shooting
that's
from range.
obviously why. Yeah, that's
I mean, I'm
because-
glad they conceded.
yeah.
That was a great header by McGoldrick, by the way.
Yeah.
Leaping, mate. So silly.
Chelsea, Fulham. I mean, Chelsea.
Werner the goat.
Werner is
Obviously,
the
Chelsea had a
goat.
lot of
Mason
possession,
Mount.
but they made a meal of it.
What
Like,
is
even
that
red card
fucking-
and stuff.
How many shots they had? Oh, he volleyed it, didn't he? Like
Yeah, but look at what's he doing?
he come across it, like you know where they like hit it and it just sort of fizzes in. It was a sick goal.
He looks like you can make that into a gif of him just like on
Yeah.
like ice.
No, either that, either that, or like ole. Like, you know the little clown thing.
All you need to add is add little symbols here to his hands.
Or like give him like a red sash or something.
Yeah, like a ball running
towards
through. Oh mate, that's being done. Save that.
They dominated the game though, didn't they?
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, they had 70% possession.
Yeah.
Loads
It
and
was
loads of
that-
shots. But...
Did you see the Cavallero miss against them?
No.
Oh my god. Literally, like, great build-up play by Fulham, passed it to him on the penalty spot. And he swings his foot, it goes under his foot, hits his left foot, bobbles up, and then he just taps it out of play. I was like, wow, blessed for my clean sheet. Mendy also made a massive fuck up. Azpilicueta's like clearly getting the ball, like running back at
Oh, I
goal.
saw
He
that.
just tries to pass it back to Mendy, like so he can clear it, but Mendy charges out to the ball. So Azpil passes it past him. Like, what are you doing? He is having a couple of proper like dodgy moments,
Yeah.
mate, where he's getting away with it now.
I
Ariza
don't
Balaga,
really,
mate.
I don't rate him that highly. I feel like he's better than Kepa, but
It's
Oh,
not
is
like
he?
you know, absolute.
No,
don't know how they're linked.
Kepa's still
Like-
dodge. Like, I saw.
Yeah.
Was it in the cup? Kepa was playing.
Yeah, he's fucking.
Oh mate, he's not the one.
He's not
He
helping
just-
himself to try and get anywhere else, is it?
Nah,
Like,
he's not.
we'll play you in the cups. You know, you'll get exposure there. We'll get you moved on. It's not good either.
From what I've seen of him, he's not even championship level. Like seriously.
It's
I
been
bet
bad.
Oblak's just laughing because he's linked to Chelsea and like since then not going to Chelsea. They've
He's
just won.
literally fucked them.
They've just won the
Yeah.
the Spanish Super Cup or whatever it is. Atletico have.
Top of
And
the league as well.
They're top of the league with games in hand. It's fucking mental.
They're going to win the league, I think, because
I think they'll win the
Barca
league.
and City, Barca and Madrid are just not
Having a
themselves,
mare.
are
They made some great signings this transfer window, like getting Suarez off Barca. Mad.
Lee, how do you feel about Werner?
I think he'll come good.
It is what it is, isn't it? I think he has to.
I mean, the fact he's getting
He-
chances is obviously a good thing.
Mate, the amount of chances he creates is actually nuts. If he could finish, he'd
But
probably
we've
have
seen him
19
finish.
goals
he can
already.
finish. You know he can finish, but like
Yeah, but like the one where he's running through 1-on-1, like that was prime Werner at Leipzig. He'd have just like tucked that around the keeper in the bottom corner.
it is literally confidence, isn't it?
Yeah, it's confidence. Like
I can't believe he's missed 10 of his last 11 big chances. That's
Yeah.
nuts.
insane.
it is nuts, but it just shows that he's getting a lot of big chances. I wonder how many other strikers there are that have had 11 big chances.
It's true. Like people used to criticise Salah because he got chances that he missed, but he was
Bamford's
getting
had
all of
about-
the chances.
700 big chances. And scored like 10.
Lad.
Liverpool, Man United. It was a bit of a.
Oh, it wasn't a very good game to watch,
No.
to be honest. I didn't enjoy it.
I mean, as a Man United fan, I did not find it boring at all. Like, but
Really?
I just love. I was nervous before the game and everything. Like,
I thought it was shit.
a boring game.
yeah, but you're a neutral.
I do
It
feel
probably
like
was shit for a neutral.
I am a curse to United. Like whenever I watch them, they lose or draw. Or whenever
Well,
I
how
bet
about
on
you?
them winning, they lose and draw. So I just will probably never watch them, and we'll win the league.
I mean, there was just nothing, though. Nothing from... Well, I mean, I think Liverpool tried more to score, but there was just nothing from United.
In the
going
first
forward,
half,
so-
they did definitely, but
Yeah,
The second
half,
half,
they
Man
just-
United pressed on.
a little
Yeah,
bit,
United sort of grew into
Liverpool
the game,
seemed to
didn't
sort
they?
of
The last 10
back
minutes,
off a
it
little
looked
When
like they were going to
Cavani
win
came
it.
on, that was like Cavani made such a difference when he comes on.
He
yeah,
did,
he
yeah.
didn't really do much. It's just more.
No,
like
but
his
even it's just him
presence,
being
like-
there.
Yeah, but yeah, he occupies both centre backs because he's a physical presence. It gives Rashford, Martial, Pogba, Bruno all that more freedom. Makes
Bruno
him
wasn't
play a
at
bit
his
deeper as well.
Bruno wasn't at his best, but I think Man United's back line
Bruno was
was
trash.
good. I think Luke Shaw especially.
There's a couple
was
of dodgy
brilliant.
moments.
Oh, Luke Shaw played sick.
I
I'll be
saw,
saying, yeah,
I
he's
saw a
just been
stat
so
say-
good.
I saw a stat saying that Bruno lost the ball more times in that game than he completed passes.
Yeah,
That's mad.
That's
I don't know what it is. Sounds probably. I wouldn't argue that.
I mean,
I feel
losing
like
more
he
than
tries
completed
too
passes, that's
hard.
fucking shit.
It reminds me a
Yeah.
lot of you in clubs, Darren.
Yeah, maybe, but I
What,
do
shit?
get that.
No, like when
Oh
it's
no,
when the game's not going well, he really tries to
Drops and gets subbed off.
create something. Like create something. Do you know what I mean? And then
Shoots
it sort
off
of goes
target.
against it.
We have had a question come in relation to it. I don't know whether it's... Yeah, I mean, we're asking it's from Jay. So, he has asked, do you think United missed a chance not going for it more yesterday, considering, obviously, Liverpool not having their kind of a recognised centre-back and, obviously, the problems they've got going forward?
Yes. Is my answer.
Yeah, they do, but at the same time, do you know what I mean, a draw's not the worst case. It's at home
think
to Anfield.
Neville
Liverpool
said
haven't
this in the
lost in
game,
like
didn't he?
48 games or something there.
Yeah. So, like, Neville said
Even-
this kind of in the game that, like, Liverpool, they've not lost at home in, like, 4 years or whatever it
48.
is. They're obviously the champions last year. Like, United haven't won it in, like, 7 years and obviously haven't even been in, like, real contention other than when they come second. But realistically, there weren't really much contention there. And, like, there's going to be some nerves from United. Like, I don't know.
True, but I thought this was the time to get them. I thought United are on top form. Liverpool aren't on the best of form. They basically got 4 attackers in defence. Well, not 4 attackers, but they've got like 2 midfielders centre back, and they've got 2 very attacking wing backs.
But if you were to say
So-
before the game's even started that you could have come away with a point, like you take that, like Ollie takes
No,
that.
I disagree. I think they should have won it before the game. I thought they were going to win it before the game.
They had
Yeah,
the best
before the
chances,
game,
to be fair.
In the first half, Liverpool's midfield, like they just seemed leaps above United's two midfielders. It was
Thiago played
like,
sick.
Thiago looked like he was
was
just having
ridiculous.
fun. There's one bit where Bruno come towards Thiago, yeah, and he just like did a little ball roll, let the ball roll through his legs, quick step over, and he was gone. Like you could see, he was sort of thinking, "Yeah, mate, you might be getting all the fucking player ups, but I'm the boy."
Yeah.
I think before the game, Ollie would have taken a draw. I think like the front three being out of form, I don't take into account too much because like in those games, just form doesn't matter. Like they're still world class, but the defense, like we could have gone at them more, but we just got dominated in the midfield a little bit.
Defence played well.
Like I said, at the end of the day, we're still top of the league by 3 points. I think we would have taken that at the start of
People
the day.
say like Liverpool's attacking problems, yeah. United haven't exactly been on blistering goal scoring form. Like they're scraping games 1-0.
I mean, they have done well. Like they've had 2 1-0s like the last 2 games, and then before then they were scoring loads. I think, but
Yeah, but who's scoring their goals? It's not their attackers.
no, it's not. It's Bruno, mate.
I think we
Bruno,
would have been happy with a clean
Pogba.
sheet as well.
Yeah, like they're not crushing teams. I just see that
The
like
only game they
1-0,
crushed
1-0,
the only game they
1-0.
crushed was Leeds.
No,
Leeds,
Rashford,
yeah, that's just
Rashford and
Leeds.
Martial need to step it up, basically.
Yeah,
It's
like if they want to win the league, Cavani even needs to come in as a like an out and out striker because he is a striker. I don't think Rashford or Martial are really strikers. Or Rashford and Martial need to fucking seriously pick their game up. It's like doing what they did last year. If Rashford and Martial don't start contributing more goals, then they won't win the league. Simple as.
I don't think Rashford's having a bad season, but Martial is.
You
Yeah,
can't say
maybe-
he's not having a great season, Rashford.
I don't even know what his stats are, but I don't think they'll be that
19
bad.
games. How many games have gone? 18. 18 games gone. He scored 7
18
goals.
for
It's not
United.
really the best for like.
Like considering
I
he's playing
think
up front.
He hasn't been up front every game.
Pretty much has.
I don't think 7 goals is a bad return.
In the season we're having, probably not because of everyone else. Like everyone else's stats are so inflated. But
Do you know what I mean?
on a normal,
Calvert-Lewin,
on a normal,
Bamford
like,
has got
what,
more.
at the end of the season you're looking like 15 goals. That's not too bad. Like
15 goals for his position. There's nothing wrong with that. That was like Hazard's best season.
He's striker. Let's be real. Like he is playing striker.
You say
they rotate.
you say
and
he
stuff
plays.
like that.
They rotate. Yeah, it's literally like Liverpool's front three. They play on the wing, but they rotate.
It's like City's. Like they play all over the gaff.
Is Mane having his worst season ever?
Nah.
How many goals has Mane got?
In his first season for Liverpool, he didn't get that many. He got like 10, I think, in the first season. I think this season he's got like 6.
It's bad though, isn't it?
Yeah, 6 and 5. but he's had like
Firmino,
22, 18.
Firmino, overperforming Firmino is having his worst season ever.
Oh, piss off.
Okay.
I mean, is he?
5 and 3.
Yeah.
He's kind of on target with the rest of them.
Is it?
70 odd, halfway through.
Yeah. What's he got on the rest of them, mate?
135.
130 to 150.
No, 155.
All right, so it's not far off, mate.
160. I'm just saying, he's having his worst season ever. Is he not?
No.
No.
We'll go name a worst season.
Mate, Darren, it's only because he's blanked the last 4 in a row. Like,
Name a worst season.
136 right there. It's less than 140.
No, that's not because you add the
bonus.
bonus to them.
What?
Yeah, they haven't added the bonus, so it's actually yeah.
I see. Oh, that's because having his worst season ever. Unlucky.
I mean, he's shit. So,
Darren, unlucky. Get better, mate.
Yeah,
Get good.
shit happens.
Based on like I don't know, a point per minute.
it's literally
because
because the front three. It's literally because the front three. Like,
Yeah.
A point per minute compared
all
to
it
this
is.
season, like his last season, is better.
Well, so anyway, back to the original point. Like Liverpool aren't
Yeah.
firing
No,
like
it's not.
you expect them to, but United ain't firing either. Do you know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
scraping wins.
Oh, that's
from...
what I mean. Like Rashford and Martial as well. Fucking
Yeah.
bastards. Anyway, let's move on from this because it's
Yeah.
dead. The rest is dead.
City obviously dominant win.
doing
Dominated.
City things.
Yeah.
Are they like?
John
You know,
Stones
we're talking
banged
about
up.
the table and stuff, and obviously people are talking about who's going to come top and whatever. And City, have come up to, and I don't know what it is, but like obviously there was talks about Liverpool and then United, and then obviously City had some, a couple of bad games, and it weren't like they were out of talks of being included, but it seems like they've low key just like gone and absolutely smashed it in the most recent sort of game.
14
They've-
games unbeaten or 15 games unbeaten now.
They've been the favourites the whole time. Like, they're the favourites now. Like, and I still think they'll win the league. City.
Were they the favourites when they lost a couple of games and were like,
I don't know. They've been the favourites over the last couple of weeks.
yeah? I mean, they've won.
I see.
Even
five in a row,
before.
What was the Klopp interview anyway, Josh? I saw a quote thing where he was saying it's not even about being champions anymore. Like if we
about the
don't
top
sort
four.
it out, we're gonna not even make the top 4.
Klopp was saying, like when you come against a world-class team and they want to defend with 11 men and their only plan is to counter, like it is hard to play against and stuff like that. And then Henderson's was funnier because Henderson was being interviewed and he was saying, like some of the Manchester team were saying, like, do you think Man United deserve the game or do you think you deserve the game? And he was like, and then he looked at the camera and said, who said they deserve the game? And he went, well, some of the Man United players, the manager. And Henderson was like, oh, okay. Well, no, we deserve to win. It was proper like, he did not like that Man United thought they deserved to win.
Do you think Man United deserve to win?
I mean, Alisson made the more important saves. Like De Gea, I don't think really done anything. Man United had one more shot on target. Like I think the draw was the right result.
I think the draw was the right result. Yeah.
United had the
Viking-
more clear-cut chances.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the draw, but yeah, Man City anyway.
Quality result.
We're just like
That's,
I know we say it every week, but they said the same thing on Match of the Day too as well. They were saying it's getting boring talking about De Bruyne now, but he was just stupid good again. And then obviously
Best
John
midfielder
Stones.
ever in the Premier League.
He will
just
go
that
down, I
unreal
think, as
talent.
the best. He will go down as the best midfielder ever, I think.
I'm overhyping the situation though.
Absolutely unreal.
You can't call him that yet, but he will be.
Who do we think is the best midfielder of all time?
De Bruyne. What, in the Premier League, De Bruyne of all time ever?
Lampard, Gerrard.
Nah, mate, no.
Scholes.
Zidane is above all of them.
Oh, you're talking about?
I'm on about Premier League,
Oh,
mate.
just Premier League. Okay.
It's awkward.
Well, that's what I said. Like, is it Premier League or are you just naming fucking players? I was like, okay.
Well, you
It's
think
obviously
fucking KDB is
Michael
better than
Carrick.
Zidane?
No, I literally just said Zidane ever right now.
Oh, right. Right, yeah. So.
I think you look at those three we just said: Scholes, Lampard, Gerrard, for the best
Yeah.
midfielders in the Prem ever.
It has to
I
be.
think I think De Bruyne will eclipse.
Do you know what's mad?
If he stays.
He'll never eclipse Lampard's goals.
Yeah, but that don't matter.
Nah, it don't matter. But do you know what's mad? England had all three of them at the same time in their prime.
Yeah, but 4-3-3 didn't exist back then, mate.
Fucking free kick.
4-3-3 didn't exist back then. Neither did 4-2-3-1. Imagine if they played 4-2-3-1.
Oh my god, 4-3-3 would have been nuts back then.
Oh my god. 4-2-3-1, mate. You'd have had fucking Gerrard and Scholes holding, Lampard Cam, Beckham Ram, fucking.
You look at Rooney Lamb, fucking Rooney Lamb. Then you've got Owen up top.
Oh, put some respect on Carrick's name.
Oh, fuck off, mate.
King, mate. King Carrick.
Carrick's never getting in that team.
All right, we'll drop. Nah, we won't.
Obviously, we've got a game tonight, and then the rest of the games as that goes. Anyone want to see the
I'm
lineup
hoping
quickly?
that's a 0-0 tonight.
No Aubameyang. Oh, he's right wing. What the hell?
Apparently.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't think that would be the case.
Nah,
I'll take any.
It'll be
Is
Laka
anyone?
instead of Rowe, and then it'll be.
Smith Rowe.
We'll swap Saka, Orbs, and that's it.
Yeah. Smith Rowe is their playmaker now, Stephen.
Oh, they've not been playing Lacazette now. I haven't seen the last games.
No.
Lacazette will be up front.
Smith Rowe playing there is the reason Arsenal are now getting results, mate. He has been sick.
He has been good.
I think Steve's the only one with an Arsenal player other than me. Slight chance Laka off my bench, but I doubt it.
So he's the only one with an Arsenal player, and he hasn't noticed that Smith Rowe is the GOAT.
Stephen's clueless.
Mate, Laka's doing fuck all, mate. I don't really care. I look at
You mean Aubameyang?
Yeah, Aubameyang.
He does mean Aubameyang.
We've got 10 minutes.
That's how dead that is. But yeah, boys, we've obviously got all these games to play, which we review in our next pod as well. Check that out then. But yeah, let's now talk about UFC, boys. Darren, go ahead.
Yeah, UFC was sick, mate. Holloway's just something else right now.
I believe we had 3 knockouts, 3 first-round finishes for the first card in 2021.
Mate, there's something about first cards of the year that just literally just smash it out of the park.
Hasn't there been loads of like fight of the year contenders in January?
Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff, but like, I mean, I don't know if that was a fight of the year, but it's definitely a beatdown of the year.
Beating of the year,
mate. Like, I'll say again, that's the best performance I've ever seen in the UFC. That was nuts. Like, for someone to do that, to someone, right? Because everyone was saying that. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people were saying that Cater was one of the best boxers in the UFC, and Holloway just boxed the shit out of him.
I saw the clip of his, he's like
with ease, with flair, with showboating. Right.
It was the clip of him when he was talking to the like the commentary or whatever it was, and then he's like shouts out him being the best boxer, and he's like just not even looking at the fucking fight, and he's just swinging, he's just like moving. But it was fucking so sick.
That reminded me
there though.
A little bit of Forrest.
That bit there is more for the
the
not die-hard fans. They see that and think, wow. Like when I was watching the combos and that, I was just thinking, Jesus Christ. I said it to you. It was like watching a video game.
He's so smooth.
Just like to the body, to the face, and then he's just throwing kicks in, then grappling, throws a knee, and then just elbows.
Spinning kick, elbow. Just you don't know what he's going to throw. That's the problem when you're fighting someone.
Me and Darren have said it before. Like his style, he's like a better Nate Diaz when he gets the boxing.
So the question
I don't know how he has the cardio just to keep going. Like it just doesn't. I don't get it.
Nuts.
The question I have and I asked on Twitter is when we done our rankings, none of you had picked him.
There's a reason why I didn't, and I'll tell you why.
Do we think that's based on that performance, something that can change now? I mean, he's always gonna. I suppose he's always gonna have like. You never know with rankings, right? He's obviously got an opportunity where he could always do it anyway. But and you feel like you could be like, I'd rather pick him now or not. But
the reason why I didn't think it would be him is because I actually do think he is the best featherweight in the world, but I didn't think he would get a chance to fight for the title this year because he's already lost to Volkanovski twice.
Yeah.
So I don't think he would have got that chance. But after that performance, I actually think Dana will give him a shot next.
Who did I pick in that? Can't remember.
I can't remember who you picked.
I think I picked Volkanovski.
No, I don't think you
No,
did.
that was Josh.
No, I've got Volkanovski. I didn't pick Max
You
for
went
the
some
same reason
random.
as Darren.
Did
Yeah,
I
same
pick the
reason as
guy that
Darren,
just
sorry.
got the biggest beatdown of his life?
Let's have a look.
I think
Yeah.
I did.
What was that?
I think I picked the guy that just got beat up.
What Callum?
So Darren went
Yeah.
with the one that's like the Mega Men Sharapov.
Yeah, Magomed Sharapov. Yeah.
That's not bad.
And Lee, I think you went. Did you go Rodriguez?
Yair Rodriguez.
There was one
I
that
think
You might
you
have,
did.
no, I think you did. Yeah,
you
went
picked
Yair
one, and
Rodriguez.
Darren was like, "It's like actually not a bad shout,"
No,
because I think he was
yeah.
fighting title fight next or something. I don't
No.
know. I can't remember. Oh no.
No.
Oh,
What's the predictions for Saturday? I'm so buzzed.
It's mad.
Oh,
Isn't it? Conor?
mate.
Like,
I
I've-
can't wait.
I've got the Connor feeling as well. Like every time I'm seeing him walk into like the hotel and doing interviews, I'm just like, oh god,
I mean, what's
He-
our-
here we go.
I think he's going to knock him out. I do think Connor's
I
going
love-
to win.
I
There's
just think
nothing like a
with
Conor
the
fight
added
week.
with the added weight and his precision, I just think he's going to knock him
Do you
out.
think? I haven't
Khabib's
looked
brother's
at.
on the card as well. Just so you know.
I haven't looked
Huh?
at.
Khabib's brother is on the card.
Oh, was he?
Yeah,
I haven't looked at Twitter in terms of anything from Conor and stuff. Obviously, you had the Dana announcement, which was, in relation to
Trash.
Khabib. Them, yeah, I don't really. It's kind of just like, oh, he might fight. Like, show us something good. Like, do you think anyone really looks at that and, like, for example, Conor thinking, I want to go out
No.
and absolutely fucking showcase this, and then
didn't Connor then say afterwards that he's staying retired because he's scared that I'm going to beat him?
Yeah, he had an interview with Hawani. Like,
Yeah,
I just think he's saying that to just try and get him back. That's all
yeah, he
right.
wants him back. He doesn't like that he's lost, does he?
Yeah. No, he wants to fight him.
I feel like Khabib beats him 9 out of 10 times.
Oh, he probably
think
does,
that's
but
okay.
Connor's going to want that chance so he can have that 1 out of
Yeah.
10.
Like, you can't not respect Conor for that part of him that just wants to fight. Because that's just, he doesn't care who he fights. Like, he's always been like that as well.
Mm. What's your official pick for Saturday?
See,
I think a round 2 knockout for Conor.
I was thinking that we could do the thing that you do on this pod. No
What's
doubt,
that?
where every fight card you pick the round
Yeah.
or like the outcome. So you say round
I think I've
2
had that preparation.
submission. No, like if you could do it like in future,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something
So,
we can look
like-
at, 100%.
we could literally just pick the Connor fight this week. So you pick round 2 knockout. I'll
I
say
have no idea.
round 3 knockout, Connor.
I don't know whether to pick
round
my- I
one
don't know, head-
knockout.
I don't know head or my heart, to be honest. Like my head.
decision.
Round one
Nah,
knockout.
if someone said here's a £100 free bet, it'd be on Connor round 1. Like
I think Connor
Does-
has to knock him out inside
Does-
3
yeah,
rounds
he
or he
does.
loses. Or he
He does.
loses.
I
Knock him
disagree.
out.
I think people are underestimating Conor in the later rounds. I think that one time against Nate, like, when has he shown that
One
before where he fades?
times
Yeah.
against
Well, you
Nate.
got-
Where has he
less
showed that
than
he's
a minute.
faded before? Where's
I
he shown-
think
He
I
faded
think
in the second fight.
Twice against Nate. Mayweather.
We have
He's
less
always
than
had,
a
he
minute.
has
You can't
cardio
count
problems.
Mayweather.
He
You
always has
said Nate.
cardio problems.
Yeah, all right. Well,
I think Dustin's output is incredible.
Dustin gets tired.
Dustin's got the cardio advantage. End of the story.
Yeah, he's got the cardio advantage, sure, but I like in the Khabib fight, for instance, like he wasn't that tired, but he was still throwing, and he seemed fine to an extent.
Didn't go that far though, did he?
I think he
Well,
looked pretty
fourth round.
fucked at the end. I don't know. I think if you're gonna look at Connor's strengths and weaknesses, for me, cardio is a weakness of his.
I wouldn't say it's a weakness, but not that much of a weakness. I don't think.
It's not a weakness because you don't normally notice it 'cause it never gets there.
Yeah.
But when it does get there, he is fucked.
Well, he won round 4 against Nate as well, so I don't know what that means.
I think the cardio was showing a bit as well when he fought Chad Mendes. Was it Mendes?
What, when he knocked him out at the end of the second round?
No, who was the yeah? He looked quite tired when he was throwing the part. Who was the wrestler that he fought?
Yeah, Chad Mendes.
Yeah, I thought he looked quite tired in that second round.
No, he fucked it.
Either
Nah.
way, it's going to be a sick fight, and the consensus is Connor early or Dustin late.
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to see what happens.
Oh, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a decision. Either way, I can see that happening.
I mean, you've got to knock Dustin out to put him away. Right?
Put your money where. Oh, well said, Owen.
You
I think
gotta
you got what I said, Lee.
away.
Got
Yeah,
to
but
knock him out to knock him out.
That's not what I said, though.
Isn't it? I thought that's what you said.
What?
Gotta
You've got to knock him out? No, you're not
put him
going to
away.
break. You're not going to break Dustin. He needs to be flatlined like Justin Gaethje. Like,
Yeah.
Looking forward to it, and we look forward to discussing it on the next pod.
you've got to knock him out to knock him out.
Let's close off with our gaming side of things as we always do.
Wait, before you go, who is the best boxer in the UFC at the moment? Because Max was making a big thing of him being the best boxer. Who do you think is the best boxer? Steve, you first.
Ngannou.
Bryson Garner.
That's literally it. That's pretty good. Ngannou.
Lee?
Me.
Yeah. No, I think Lee.
Francis Ngannou.
So we've got two Ngannou.
I just don't even care about technique, man. I think Max Holloway could do all of his. Just shut up.
Bop to the face. I think the people would care more about your two opinions.
Probably Diaz.
I don't know. Actually,
I'd go for. You have got Petty Jan. Jan is sick.
He's up there.
I
would actually
Frankie
say Stipe's up there as well. Frankie Edgar's up there.
Frankie Edgar's there.
Cody.
Cody Garbrandt's there.
Yes, actually, I'd have Cody. Yeah,
Max
fair.
is there.
Say Cody?
Luke did.
Yeah, Luke,
So
that's a good
Cody
pick. I like. Yeah,
Max
Cody,
Max
sure.
is there. Connor's there.
Cody and
Dustin
Connor,
Dustin Poirier's there.
Do you know?
I think Dustin's boxing is sick.
Holly Holm as well.
TJ Dillashaw.
What about Ben
Like-
Askren?
TJ
Ben Askren's for the
Dillashaw
best.
on drugs.
Luke said the same.
What?
Connor and Nate.
I would have said Connor and Cody. Cody.
I think Nate's good, but I wouldn't have Nate in my top 5.
Connor Cody.
Nah, I wouldn't have Nate in my top 5 either.
You would have Nate in your top 5.
Nah.
No.
He's a geezer. He literally
is.
sat there. You got Connor there, and he literally stood there and boxed with Connor.
He
Yeah.
didn't.
Admittedly,
Connor
he
knocked
got
him down
fucked
like
up.
5 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was like, yeah. He's got this curled like arm. It's like,
The reason why Connor didn't
Fucking-
finish
said,
him is in my opinion, because he
GSP?
didn't go to the ground with it. Nah,
GSP?
definitely not.
Nah, not GSP. GSP just the Superman jab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anderson Silva got good boxing, but I wouldn't have him there either.
What about fucking Adesanya?
Nah, he's the
Kickboxer.
best kicker ever in the UFC, in my opinion. He's
Kickboxer.
kicks ridiculous.
Better than Wonder Boy.
Kickboxer.
Yeah.
Like, not kicker. No, he's not better than Wonder Boy at kicking.
I think
He's the
setting
best
up his kicks he
kickboxer.
is. I think setting up his kicks he is.
Thiago Alves, hold my beer.
Nah, man, his kicks are so fast.
Let's move from where we are here, boys. Let's
Nate Diaz on my bit.
close things off in terms of our gaming side of things as we're doing this week. So we have our league starting tonight, boys, for BPG.
Let's go.
Buzzing.
Speaking of that,
Lee, with
We're
our
late.
clean sheet, we are a few minutes late, so we do need to close this off.
Yeah,
Boys,
we do.
anyone watching, come and check it out. We will obviously be streaming this. And I know in terms of where I've been with editing, I've edited a tournament here and there. I am planning every league night we'll have an edit of it as a highlights.
we
Get them
do.
posted. So, boys, I guess that has been episode 20 of that VLS podcast.
I love where you had to look to the side. Oh,
See you later.
I was just checking there weren't any additional questions, to be fair. But yeah, boys, this has been episode 20 of that VLS podcast. Until next time, we will see you then.
Yeah, your mum.
See you on the game, boys.
Yeah, wear your masks, you bum.
You
Boom.